So I see these clips of all these women talking about where have the providers and protectors gone. Let a 60-year-old man tell you young men out there from experience. 3 different marriages, 10 different kids, 7 of them step. You get nothing out of being a provider or a protector. Nothing. Insults, ridicule, abandonment, that's all that awaits you. People won't even remember all the sacrifices that you made, financially, physically, or in any way. They won't even care. So young man, save yourself. Focus on yourself. Put your money in your pocket. Worry about your own survival because nobody else will.
How you doing, YouTube family? Today is Tuesday, July the 15th, 2025. It's your man, Big D, and I'm back with another one. Want to thank all you good folk out there in YouTube land for continuing to show support to my son and I. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Well, family, I'm back with another video. And in this video, we had an older brother that came on the World Wide Web, and he had a response to the questions that women have. Basically, women have been asking, where are all the provider men? Where have all the provider men gone? And this older brother who got some years on me had a response to them. And, you know, a lot of what he said resonated with me. And, you know, it's easy for women to say, where have all the provider men gone? But in response to that, men are asking, where have all the decent women gone? Right? The women that don't care about so much about our hair and nails and flogging for the gram. Just a woman that is wholesome, decent, loyal, somebody who you can build with. So just as women have questions, we as men have questions too. But because of the bad behavior that is still ongoing, the bad behavior that women commit, this is why the provider men have tapped out. Well, family, as I always do, I'm going to run back the audio from the video that was stitched to this video that I'm doing now. And I'm going to react to this older brother along the way.
So I see these clips of all these women talking about where have the providers and protectors gone. Let a 60-year-old man tell you young men out there from experience. 3 different marriages, 10 different kids, 7 of them step.
So 3 different marriages, 10 kids, 7 of them was his stepkids. And the sad part about it is this: those 7 children that he cared for, shared his resources with, provided, you know, a roof over their head, provided the electricity being on, provided running water, all those things that this man shared with these other children that wasn't his children, they were not of his DNA. I would have to ask, in the end, what did he gain from it? Do those children still stay in contact with him? Do they reach out to him every now and again to see how he's doing? I don't know. But I would say this, if they don't, it's a damn shame, and they ought to be ashamed of themselves. But 3 different marriages. And when you listen to this brother's story, you can feel the pain. You can feel the extraction of his energy with every marriage. A piece of him was being taken away. You can see it all in his face.
You get nothing out of being a provider or a protector. Nothing. Insults, ridicule, abandonment, that's all that awaits you. People won't even remember all the sacrifices that you made, financially, physically, or in any way. They won't even care. So young man, save yourself. Focus on yourself. Put your money in your pocket. Worry about your own survival, because nobody else will.
He is 100% correct, family. As men, nobody's coming to save us. See, it's one thing when people can come to you with their hand out, or people come to you with problems. See, for most men that are decent men, that lets them know, well, hey man, I done arrived, because I have people coming to me for my input, to garner knowledge. And if I can do something to help them along the way, man, it is a blessing to be in that position. But at the end of the day, what this older brother said was correct. You know, when you as men, when you date women, and if you're a decent man, you dating these women and you doing things for them or what have you, you got to understand that if ever the day comes that you and this woman is not together anymore, you are never going to get a return on your investment. You're just not. And if while you still with the person, yeah, it's considered an investment when you pouring your resources into her. But if it ever turns to the point where you and this woman part ways, it's no longer an investment. You was just being charitable. That's right, I said it. You were just being charitable. And men, you have to understand this. There's no guarantees in life other than ain't nobody coming to save us as men. That's the only guarantee I can give you. Nobody is coming to save a man. And it pains me to hear this brother's story, because this man done been married 3 times. And 3 times, we have to question, was it him or was it her or was it both of them? What caused the marriage to end? What caused the relationship to end? So at some point, we gotta take a step back and say, man, you know what? Maybe this is not the person I need to marry. Maybe this person's cool. You know what I'm saying? We get along. What we have is a good thing. But sometimes marriage can kind of, especially in today's time, it could be a little stressful. And a lot of people nowadays just don't have the wherewithal to keep fighting to hold on to marriages. It's easy to get into a marriage and easy to get out of one. That's the working mindset that people use nowadays as they view marriage. So, family, in the end, men, what this brother said was absolutely correct. You must do whatever it takes to build you up Because you cannot help anybody else if you can't first help yourself. First, you got to get yourself to a certain level where you are in a good place financially, mentally, physically. You have got to get yourself to that. And you know, man, let me tell you, unless you born into wealth, and a lot of and those of you that look like me, I wasn't born into wealth. I had to go get it. I had to figure it out. And the route that I took, it was just years of hard work. That's it. There was no magical spell I could cast. There was no winning lottery tickets. There was no purse of generational wealth waiting for me. So unless you're born with those type of great circumstances, because it would be great to be left a bank account full of money that you ain't got to worry about. Well, how you gonna figure life out? That would be great. But what happens if that's not the case? And a lot of people find themselves in effed up positions, but the bad part about it is most of these people put themselves in these positions. Women having children when they know they shouldn't be having no children. You know, little buddy ain't got no job. Little buddy ain't got no career. You ain't got no career. So why would you bring a poor child into the equation? Why would you do that? Men, I'm not gonna say that it's all on the woman, because it's not. Because at some point, men got to start taking accountability. Hey, listen, I know she says she on the pill. I know she says she don't want to have no kids. I know she said that her mama was a single mother. But guess what? They'll some kind of way magically come up pregnant. So men, you got to protect yourselves. I get it. Nobody want to wear no barrier. Nobody don't want to wear no Jimmy hat. I get it. Especially if the woman telling you she's straight and she on the pill. So you think everything's squared away. But listen, that still don't give you a right to be reckless with your life. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be you paying the price for being reckless. So in closing, family, I hope that we were able to learn something from this older brother's testimony, his message. Man, when people come on this internet and they let you into the very private aspects of their life, because in their mind, they don't want to see another person go down the same effed up path that they went down, because they trying to tell you their story, not so, you can say, oh, Pops, you effed up. No, it's so you don't have to make the same mistake. Wisdom comes in many shapes and forms. You never know who's going to be the bringer of the wise word. You don't know. But you must always stand prepared to receive it. Well, family, always remember, be more tomorrow than you were yesterday. Peace.